50 Kids Bedtime Stories, Volume 2, Enchanting Stories to Spark Sweet Dreams. Spark your child's imagination with our collection of captivating bedtime stories, crafted to inspire wonder and creativity. Each tale is filled with adventure, valuable life lessons, and heartwarming characters that will soothe them into a peaceful sleep. Perfect for nightly bonding, these stories encourage kindness, curiosity, and sweet dreams, making bedtime a magical experience every night.
Copyright notice. 50 Kids Bedtime Stories, Volume 2. Copyright Fuder Buenaventura. All rights reserved.
The Curious Case of the Missing Moon. In the peaceful town of Starville, the nights were always illuminated by the bright, shimmering moon. The townsfolk adored their moonlit evenings, gathering in the square to share stories and dreams under the celestial glow. But one fateful night, the townspeople awoke to find the moon was missing. Little Lucy, a clever and inquisitive girl, was the first to notice. As she stood outside her window, peering into the dark sky, her heart raced. Where has the moon gone? She wondered aloud. Without wasting a moment, she decided to investigate. Lucy quickly grabbed her flashlight and a notebook and tiptoed out of her house. She ran to the town square, where her friends were already gathering. "The moon is missing," Lucy announced, and gasps echoed through the crowd. "We need to find it," shouted her best friend, Max, a brave boy with a knack for adventure. "Let's form a search party." With a determined nod, Lucy and her friends set off on their quest. They started at the local observatory, where Mr. Jenkins, the town's astronomer, could offer some guidance. As they entered the observatory, they found him fiddling with his telescope. "Mr. Jenkins," Lucy exclaimed, "the moon has disappeared. Can you help us find it?" Mr. Jenkins looked puzzled, adjusting his glasses. "That's strange. The moon is usually right on schedule. Let's check the stars." He guided the children to the telescope, and they took turns peering through it, but the moon was nowhere to be found. "Maybe it's hiding," suggested Sophie, a shy girl who loved fairy tales. "Perhaps it wants us to find it in a magical way." Lucy thought for a moment. "Let's check the enchanted forest. There are many mysteries hidden there." The group agreed and headed toward the forest, where trees whispered secrets and shadows danced. As they wandered deeper into the woods, they stumbled upon a peculiar sight, a gathering of fireflies lighting up a clearing. In the center of the clearing stood a giant, shimmering figure, the Moon Fairy. Her gown sparkled like stardust, and her eyes twinkled like the night sky. "Hello, little ones," she greeted them warmly. "I see you're searching for the moon." Lucy stepped forward bravely. "Yes, we are. Why is the moon missing?" The Moon Fairy smiled sadly. "I took the moon to help it rest. It has been shining brightly for too long and needed a break. I didn't mean to cause worry, but I can return it now." With a graceful wave of her hand, the Moon Fairy summoned the moon from behind a cluster of clouds. It emerged, glowing more brilliantly than ever. The townsfolk gasped in delight as the moon returned to its rightful place in the sky. "Thank you, Moon Fairy," Lucy shouted, her heart soaring with joy. The Moon Fairy nodded. "Remember, my dear children, the moon shines not just for beauty, but for rest and renewal too. Always cherish its light." As they made their way back to Starville, the children's laughter filled the air. The moon shone brightly above, casting a magical glow over the town. That night, under the radiant moonlight, the townsfolk celebrated their favorite celestial friend, forever grateful for the curious case that reminded them of the importance of rest, wonder, and friendship.